Okay, welcome back. Today's video is going to be one that's going to be probably a 5 or 6 part series. We're going to kind of break it down how we approach different lakes, all the tactics involved in starting a lake from start to finish, and we still have yet to have a fish out of here. So, this isn't something that's going to take a day or 2 days. A lot of time and effort goes into, finding different lakes. This one's definitely not one that we really discovered. This is a friend of mine talked about it. He's fished here a few times, and we're both within driving range of here. That's not insanely far to go to. We're both probably like a couple hours drive to get here, so it's not like we can come here every day, but we wanted to just walk through like how we approach this with my friend here, Brian Verbitsky. He's been a part of this madness for a while. So,
7 months?
Yeah, about 6-7 months, and actually we just drove out of here a lot of times before we even started fishing it, just to scout out the lake. So we're going to go through the tips and tactics we use to really get into how we chose different spots. So that's what we're going to discuss today. First of all, before you even show up at a lake, just talk to different people. Obviously this one I had a little knowledge of, just from different friends of mine who bass fish out here and muskie fish, and then a few of my carp fishing buddies. They have fished here probably about once a year. They come out here once a year to fish, so it's not really like it's their home lake or anything. They just kind of come spend a few days and then go home. So I wanted to kind of get away from the spots that they chose and kind of invent our own, and that way we can kind of see what's in the lake. So we'll start, first steps. Obviously figure out a lake that you think that has good potential, and then we're going to go through a few steps we got here. We started out with some lake maps. We have a regular map
that you can get at the park office. Talk to the rangers. They're very helpful. They want to help you, so whatever kind of information you're looking for, you can always talk to them. They're very knowledgeable. They're very nice. That's how I got maps and found out like lake topography. Talk to them. They're very knowledgeable. They're here every day. They see and talk to everybody here, so you're not going to go wrong with talking to the WCOs or the park rangers or anybody that's here on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. So
that's definitely a good point, because I know you talked to a ranger. I talked to a WCO, and he gave me 2 spots right off the bat where people actually fish here on a regular basis for carp. So that kind of gives you a starting point. And one thing that's cool about that is, okay, let's say you show up in a spot that's fished by the average Joe fisherman fishing for carp. You can at least determine what might be the average size. So you show up, just use some regular baits and see what you get. Just try to get like 1 or 2 fish to see what your average is going to be. And so far, we haven't had a fish out of here yet, but from what I've seen, this lake has a lot of good potential. And like I said, if you go into those easier spots, just to get a few fish out to see, what's in the lake, just to get a rough idea. Your first fish might be 5 pounds, or it could be 20 pounds. You never know, but it gives you an idea what's to come. And another good thing is the topography map. He actually got this for me, which is a huge help. So talk about that a little bit here.
All right. Topography maps you can get anywhere. You can get them on the internet. You can buy them at your local tackle shops. This one I bought specifically at the Walmart that's closest to this place. They had them on sale for $7. That's a great wealth of information right there. It tells you the depths in which, anywhere on the lake. It gives you also what the lake average is during the summer and the winter and the fall months. So that kind of can give you a little bit of an edge over somebody that just like shows up and is like doesn't know what to look for. So it's a valuable piece of information. $7, pick it up. As much money as you spend in gas or food or drinks or anything, $7 is a drop in the hat. And it really does give you a good wealth of information as well as directions to and from the lake. So
exactly, we definitely always knew that, huh?
Yeah.
So first time we actually ended up on the opposite side of the lake somehow, so it's always good to have a map. And the other cool thing about this, we obviously do the marker work and everything once we're in a spot. This kind of allows you to speed that up a little bit, because you know exactly where the depths should be, and then once you take a marker float out there. You can pinpoint the exact spots in the map here. So that way, if we're looking at a map, I can tell right away, okay, let's say over here has a drop off and here is the shallow over that way. Well, we probably want to fish the drop off, that way it's a better feature. So right off the bat, I'm looking at the map, I can see kind of a 45-degree angle that way. There should be a drop. So taking out the marker, you can find that spot really easily. Instead of sitting here for maybe an hour or two, or however long obviously you want to take doing a marker on a spot, instead of going the entire length of this, I know right away where to pinpoint and where to start my location. And going off the map, you can tell the rest of this might be shallow, so that might not be the best place to target. Really, we'll show you a few areas on the map here in a minute, but yeah, definitely a map will help to improve where to even begin a starting point. Myself, I like to fish the main lake a lot of times. I know a lot of people fish the back coves. Well, you limit yourself to how many fish come in and out of there. You're only relying on the fish to come in, whereas if you fish a main lake, like right in front of us, you have a main lake. You have a possibility of coming to the right, the left, and towards you, so you have 3 possibilities of fish coming into you. And basically, if you find some cover, in the form of a drop-off or a tree in the water, it's excellent. You right off the bat, fish are going to be coming there. So let's go ahead and check this map out on the table, and we'll kind of show you how we started to look at this and what areas we thought might be a little bit better to target.